My fourth movie at MIF was a retrospective. I shot Andy Warhol from 1996, directed by Mary Herron. In fact, this was her debut. This follows the story of Valerie Solanas, who shot Andy Warhol in 1968. In fact, Andy was never the same afterward. He would go on to die on the operating table in 1987. This is completely in Valerie's point of view, and she is played by a peak 90s Lily Taylor, and this movie shows off her lack of height and her huge personality. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is like a bowling ball coming to every situation and destroying everything. She is demanding, she is angry, she wants to change the world into her own image, and unfortunately, she quickly realizes that she cannot do this, especially because she's dealing with Andy Warhol and the factory, which understandably she wants to get into. Andy Warhol is her ticket to becoming a published author. He is everything that is important in queer art in New York in the 60s. The factory was where it was at. And you can see her frustration building because Valerie was not a feminine woman, and Andy liked to surround himself with very feminine, mean girl, pretty girls. And this is something Valerie can't force herself into because that's not who Valerie is. You are annoyed and enamored by her at the same time. I don't think Valerie Solanas would have been an easy person to get along with. And this movie does show that, though Lily Taylor is clearly the coolest person in the room. Well, actually, Martha Plimpton gives her a run for her money, and also, surprisingly, Steve Dorff playing Candy Darling, who the movie is kind of showing as the epitomous Warhol girl, I guess. She is everything that Valerie is not. And you see this frustration and even jealousy build up as the movie goes along, as Valerie can kind of see what she wants disappearing between her fingers. And she was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, so she was incredibly paranoid. She was completely losing the plot. And it's heartbreaking to see because there is so much talent and intelligence in Lily's performance. This is a great New York movie, but it's also a great example of the new queer cinema of the 90s. This was also produced by Thomas Kalin, who directed Swoon from 1991, a movie you should all see as well. Yeah, I'm glad I finally saw this movie. I've been wanting to see it for a while, and I finally did.